Hi, welcome back to MikiCarrBeauty. I'm Miki Carrico, and on my channel I love to talk about luxury skincare and beauty and sometimes luxury goods. And today I'm doing a collaboration video with some other beauty content creators, the Elegance of Suqquu, in collaboration with Lock Maiden and Daps Makeup. And I'll put their information here above and below. If you haven't checked out their YouTube accounts and their Instagram accounts, please consider checking their videos out because they are going to do a beautiful Suqquu look. So that is what we're doing today. I'm going to try to do an all face of Suqquu makeup, and then we're gonna have fun and check out their videos below. I'll link their videos since this is a collaboration. They both love Suqquu as well. So before we continue, please remember to subscribe and click the notification bell for all so you get notification of when I upload my videos, and then comment and liking below really helps out engagement on my channel. So with that out of the way, let's begin. So the way we worked is that we each took a picture of our entire Suqquu collection, and for me, Lock Maiden picked which palette I should use. This is a palette that was at the beginning of me collecting Suqquu, and I don't even think I had a look on this or review of this palette. It is the Suqquu holiday palette from 2020, and it is this beauty right here. So basically, I wish they came out with these more. It looks like, pretty much in my opinion, these are two different palettes, or that they smushed into one, and they called it the 2020 eyeshadow compact. And apologies today, beauty fam, if I'm like stumbling a little bit on my words. We're in the middle of a heat wave in the Northwest, and it doesn't get hot like the rest of the country. But the thing is that in the Northwest, it generally is not supposed to get that hot, so most people don't have central AC. So I'm in a room and it's like really hot with a fan blowing here, so I'm just trying to film this and get through it in the Northwest. And it's hot for the Northwest because we hardly ever get heat waves, but most homes in the Northwest don't have central AC because it's not really supposed to get this hot. So this Suqquu palette, it was a holiday palette, and I kind of wish they came out with more of these. It's the beautiful Suqquu packaging, black with gold trim, so beautiful. Again, this is the formula is made in Italy, and it's the palette from 2020. I remember some people had gotten this palette and they were not happy with this color story. I love it. It is actually their older formula, which some people really love the newer formula. I actually love the old formula just as much as the new one. I think the older formula, two things, that it was easier to pack on pigment, and I actually found the older color stories much more vibrant, and they used to have a lot more pops of cool tones, more than they do now. If they have cool tones with Suqquu, they tend to be very much more subdued, or you have to build them up. So for example, I haven't seen too many of these kind of colors come out with Suqquu lately. They tend to be very, very orange and earthy, and a lot of red and orange. But I would love for them to come out with more cool tones like this. And so why don't I go ahead and swatch this for you. So in a way, this was like the warm tone part of the palette, and this is the cool tone. I really feel like they had these in like on standby, and they smushed this together to be a special palette. I do wish they came out with palettes more like this, or like face palettes. I love this packaging. I don't want to flash you, but this is the packaging. I will never get rid of this, even if the shadows are old, because this mirror is so huge. One of the things that I look for in luxury beauty packaging, is my gold standard, is how big is the mirror? Is it beveled? I mean, it's a detail, but it's not a beveled mirror. It's just a regular mirror, but it's a big, the mirror is just as big as the compact. I actually have this on standby as my mirror because it's just such a huge, like, it's so big that I can basically get details on my face. So this is such a beautiful compact, and a lot of people I remember people saying they didn't like this palette. I actually found it to be a fun holiday palette. So why don't I go ahead and swatch some of these colors. So again, this is the warm side of the palette. And that's what that looks like. This shade in particular reminds me of like very much like Mothership vibes. and that is the warm side of the palette. So pretty. Really love that color. And then I'll swatch the cool side of the palette. Again, this is the old formula. So beautiful. This is the side of the palette I love. And this is why I won't get rid of this palette in addition to the packaging in the mirror. I just love these cool tones because I haven't seen Suqquu do these tones again. I just love this. This is a one and done, and I love this purpley color. Such a beautiful palette. That is the cool side of the palette, and this is the warm side of the palette. I'm going to pick probably the cool side because of what I'm wearing today, but that's also just my favorite. You know, because it doesn't have very many mattes, I am going to go into that brown and use that as a base. Just grabbing some brushes I have, I just cleaned. This is the Wangos 18 brush. Ooh, that is not looking good. I don't know, it might be the brush. Okay, so going into that shade again, let's see if it's the brush or if it's really the shadow. Okay, I would say it's a little bit of both. I think I put too much on right away, but you know, this is a palette that is on the older side. It's 2020, and what is it? What is the shelf life on this? 12 months. It's old. I want that purple shade. And this is the way I like to use Suqquu products. You're noticing I'm not going in like what they normally do in like Western shadows of like windshield wiper motion. I like to go in with flat brushes and detail brushes and just pat on the product. That is my kind of aesthetic, but I just find that I get a little bit more impact because it's more of the Japanese Eastern aesthetic, which is light on color, light washes of color, more ethereal. Those tend to be just really light on me, and you know, it's a look. I just prefer having a little bit more impact, and so you'll see me when I use Suqquu, I tend to just pat the product in, and then I might even go in and just use my fingers and then just gently just drag the color on for more impact and pat it. Minimal fallout. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and wipe off the brush, and then what I'm doing is actually going in out into that blue color, this one here, tapping off any excess and just using that as my outer color here. Again, tapping. I love this color combination so much. Thank you, Lock Maiden, for recommending this palette. I have not used this in a long time, but I remember loving this color combination. Okay, I'm gonna go back into that purple shade, just connecting the two, adding some that I lost. Okay, grabbing my Smith 253 brush, Smith 253. I'm going into that peachy shade. Again, just really patting the color in. This side of the palette gives me Pat McGrath vibes from, what is it, maybe the Subversive palette. I just love a good cool tone palette, and I love purples and blues. Okay, so I'm adding in that peachy color here. Bottom a little bit. Actually take some of this purple still and then bring it on the center here. Actually, let me just drag it across. I'm using a Lotus Series Sonuji brush soft definer. And then taking more of a flat brush, actually going to grab a 03 rougher brush, 03, and then going into again that blue shade and just using that as a liner. And these 4 colors, this is why I'm never going to get rid of this palette, in addition to the packaging. This might have been the last holiday collection that Suqquu created with this older formula. And I kind of miss it. Like, everyone loves the signature color eyes, I get that. But there's something really special about these older shades. I'm just gonna take that foundation, that concealer brush, a Wayne Goss squirrel hair brush, and just kind of cleaning up the edges, blending. And then the last step, I'm going to take that icy, what's this one here, and I'm gonna pop it right here. Put some up here as well. And you know what, I'm curious. I'm gonna see what would look like if I just put some in the middle here. Okay, so I'm going to grab some liner and then finish up the look. Okay, so I'm back and I finished my eye look with mascara and curling lashes. I used the Dark Stark mascara on the top and Matte Giga Black on the bottom. And then I used the Blue Carbone by Chanel. And then I tried to do a little bit of a wing with this Stila, what is this? The Stila Stale Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. I've been always looking for a blue liquid eyeliner, and it's okay. I've had better eyeliners. This sometimes doesn't play well with other liners. It takes some work. But if you have any blue liners, let me know. I'm always looking for a good blue or purple liner. And that's that. So I'm going to then now look for the perfect blush. So I have a lot of Suqquu blush. What I notice about Suqquu is that they do a lot of warm tone blushes and kind of nudie blushes. They very rarely do cool tone blushes. So I had to pull what I had from my collection. This is 02 Haru Oto, and then I have this this is the Pure Color blush collection in 135, which I might use that one because that's more cool leaning. Let me just swatch some of this for you. That would be a good one. And then 02 Haru Oto is one of my most used blushes. And then I have this beautiful, it's a blush, but I actually use this as a highlighter. This is the Suqquu Melting Powder Blush 105. It's too light as a blush for me, but I use that as a highlighter. And then I have the Blush Compact series from, I want to say, might have been 2020. This is Compact Blush 101. And again, the warm tones are up here and the cool tones are down here. Love these blushes as well. And then there are the highlighters. Look at those beautiful colors. Such of these. And I remember when I got this palette, I actually used this palette as a face palette. I used that a lot on my eyes. I think today I'm going to go into that purple and then use this as the highlighter. So this is the Suqquu Pure Color Blush in 135. I believe it's called 135 Tsukanoma. Going into that. See how it works. And I'm using a squirrel hair brush. I want a very light application of it at first. There we go. If I wanted more an impactful application, I would have used a goat hair right away, but I wanted to build this up with you here. So pretty. Okay, that's the blush, no blush. And I prefer using squirrel hair for my face application blush just because I find even though goat hair has better application, like faster application, it's just easier, feels better on my face using squirrel hair because I have sensitive skin. Pretty. And you can see there's almost like an iridescence on it. I mean, it comes off as matte, but that's what it looks like. So pretty. I'm grabbing a Detail Pro, this is Sonia G, and then going into this Melting Powder Blush 105. And then I'm going to grab some here. My face, pretty. So the blush is done. I don't think I'm gonna bronze today because I want to just highlight all Suqquu products. Okay, so now we're on to the lips. So you guys, I have a problem. I have a Suqquu problem. I have too many lipsticks. Okay, so I'm gonna swatch the cool tone ones that I picked. I have a vibrant rich lipstick, and then a moisture rich lipstick, and then the glows and the fogs, the lip fluid fogs. I'd heard that they're discontinuing these, but I'm not sure if that's true. This one here is Suqquu Vibrant Rich Lipstick. It is 112 Not Sufuyu Nude Cool Pink. And I do label my lipsticks, especially actually my products for Suqquu, because they're in Japanese. So that's a pretty cool tone pink. Moisture Rich Lipstick, 11 Rinku Cool Berry Nude. These are the lip fogs. This is the 102 Momodome Dusty Pink. Oh, that's so pretty. This one is the Lip Fluid Glow 103, and it's a medium warm pink. I think this might be too pink, from what I remember. Oh, it's really bright. Oh, that's pretty though. And then this is 103 Shuuka and Nude Pink Cool. And this is a lip fluid fog. Definitely more purple. I think I like the first one, and Vibrant Rich Lipstick and Nude Cool Pink. Let's try that. Such a pretty color. Suqquu does lipstick colors fantastic as well. And because I'm extra, I'm going to layer this color on top. I'm going to layer with a little bit of that fog on the middle and see what it does. Oh, it tones it down a little bit. It's okay, it's very similar. Maybe I'll go for, I want to see what the medium warm pink does, because that's a glow. Oh, that's nice. I like that one better. It's a little bit of gloss, a little glow, and I think it looks great. So what do you think? This is my final look for the Suqquu, the Elegance of Suqquu. And you can see with this entire makeup look of why I love Suqquu so much. It's definitely an elegant brand. It's based in Japan, and although a lot of it looks like it's like just washes of color, you can definitely build up the pigments to create an elegant look. I would definitely say the formula of Suqquu is definitely more pigmented than Chanel, but just as elegant. And they have really great color stories that are really just a little bit more interesting than Chanel as of late. And for me, being of Asian heritage, brown-skinned Asian particularly, it still works for me. And then if you want to see my beauty friends, Daphne and Lock Maiden, and how it looks on deeper complected beauties, check out their looks as well. I've seen Suqquu on them and it is gorgeous. So I'll link their videos below. But that's it, beauty fam. Tell me what you think. Have you tried Suqquu before? Do you like Suqquu? Is there anything you've been wanting to try? I have a lot, and let me know if you want me to do a ranking video of all my favorite Suqquu quads, a ranking video of all my favorite Suqquu lipsticks and blushes. I have, out of my entire collection, that's probably, embarrassingly, I'm not embarrassed. Actually, I love Suqquu. Out of all brands, that's the brand I probably have the most of in my entire collection. So that's it, beauty fam. Let me know what you think of this look. I'm really happy with it. I have my hair back because it's just too hot, but I think it goes well with the look being elegant and very just classic and classy. Let me know what you think, beauty fam. Thanks for joining me today, and check out my beauty friends videos below, Daps Makeup and Lock Maiden. Check out their videos, give them some love by subscribing and liking their videos, and comment and like in their videos, and tell them I sent you over to their channels, and let them know what you think of their beauty looks as well. Okay, beauty fam, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do so. Subscribe, click all, and commenting and liking below. I really appreciate it. Helps out engagement on my channel. Links to all the products used are below if they're still available. I'm not sure if this holiday collection is still available, but whatever I use on my face that is still available, I link the products below. They are affiliate links, but no pressure to use them. You can just use them to look them up, but they're there for your reference. Okay, and my closest foundation shades are also below. Okay, that's it, beauty fam. Take good care. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate you all. I hope you're having a beautiful day, and as always, please be very kind to yourself and others, and just be you.